Star Citizen is indeed a beautiful game, but because the game is in an early alpha, we can experience a lot of bugs which can make simple things really annoying, and actually it can eat a lot of your time in order just to do a simple thing. I'm another citizen, and today we're gonna be talking about top 10 tips which are gonna save you a lot of time in the long run. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first tip will be something not many people actually know. We found it out by accident, and there's a big thanks to Pogin who actually showed it to me, and we use that all the time ever since. So tip number 1. Okay, if you never heard about avoid jumping, it's literally a shortcut for a quantum jump. But if I say shortcut, what I actually mean by that? So let's say that you're jumping from Hurston all the way to Port Olisar. So first of all, if you jump to to Port Olisar, you have to jump to Crusader first, and then maybe to one of these orbital markers, and then after that you jump to Port Olisar. It really depends. The void jump will actually bypass these orbital markers, and that works as long as you are in a line of sight with your destination. So let's say that with Port Olisar I will just jump to Crusader, then I will cancel my quantum drive by holding B, and when I will spool again, you will actually be jumping to the next stop, which in our case is Port Olisar. So you will save a lot of time when your ship will just jump all the way from Hurston to the Port Olisar without any other interruptions. Pretty useful, saves a lot of time in the long run. Now, tip number 2. Alright, this second tip is extremely useful for everybody who is into trading, but also useful for people who really hate strains. So let's say that you just fill your ship, caterpillar, full of some goodies. You're having full cat of Laranite, titanium, or anything else. You have a lot of money invested in it. Now, you're a little bit scared of the server crash, right? Because whenever that's happened, you will lose everything you just put in that ship. Well, cry no more. Now you can actually save your spawn point, because what's happened with the server crash is that the server will save your ship in a last known location. In that case, it is usually the outpost where you bought a cargo, but if that last station will be, let's say, Everest Harbor, there is a place where you can still retrieve your ship and maybe fly to your destination and sell the cargo safely. Now, in order to do that, you just need to fly around the space station, and when you will have that nice message on the middle of your screen, please call ATC, then you will just hail the station for landing. You do not need to land, it's not necessary. You just can fly around, or go to your destination and sell all the cargo with a peace of mind, because if there will be any server crash, you will be now safe and spared of losing all the money. Tip number 3. Alright, this tip will be actually only useful for people who do own the new Greycat ROC. However, don't be sad if you do not own one. I'm actually currently running a giveaway for a month August, so watch till the end of the video and see if you can get your hands on one of these. Now, if you ever hand mined, you probably know that the most expensive gem you can get is Hadanite, or maybe if you even watched my previous video where I was talking about mining in general. There is one moon, and big thanks to WRL Jorgen for actually sharing this information with me. It's Ariel, which is a moon next to Hurston where you can find Hadanite only. So it is extremely lucrative, as you can make a lot of money very quickly. Now, the only problem here on Hurston, or Ariel in general, is temperature. So the temperatures here on Ariel during the day exceed way over 200 degrees. So even though you're gonna be wearing your heat-resistant armor, Pembroke, which you can buy on Hearthstone, your life expectancy will be still in about 30 minutes. And even though you're gonna be mining in less than that time and you will be keeping an eye on it, you will still be dehydrated quite often. So definitely keep at least 1 or 2 bottles on hand all times. However, highly suggest to always fly to the dark side of the moon where your life expectancy will be in about 2 hours. So it's way easier to mine full ROC of Hadanite. Now tip number 4. Okay, let's say that you have full ROC of Hadanite and now your ship get busted, so you can't transport that ROC anywhere. Maybe your friends are offline, or maybe you don't even have a ship where you can transport that ROC in. Well, that's okay, just drive to one of these outposts. So let's say that if you are mining on Ariel, it can be whether Bezdek or Lathan. Drive back there and park your ROC, go to the terminal and just sell all the Hadanite in there. Then jump back to your ROC and keep mining as long as you want. Well, then you can just log out in your Aurora, Mustang or any kind of starter ship you have, or maybe you can just go to Lorville later on and rent Cutlass of your own. This solution is up to you, it's extremely convenient, and I highly suggest to prefer outposts all over any other landing zones. It's definitely easier. Tip number 5. Okay, I do understand that this might not be for everybody, as only 3 ships currently in the game do have ability to save your ICU. It is a Karak, a 90 jump and it's Cutlass Red. All of these ships are now available in in-game stores, so you can buy them via the in-game currency. However, the most affordable one will be probably Cutlass Red. So I do highly suggest to set your ICU whenever it's possible, even though it is your friend's ship. And it is way more useful, especially if you're gonna be doing some bunker missions, 890 jump ops, or any kind of objectives where you might die quite often. Can't stress that enough, it is extremely useful feature. I do understand that it's not going to be here forever, as the medical gameplay gonna come in the future, so that's my all change. However, for the time being, always set your ICU. Now, tip number 6. Alright, so this tip is actually extremely useful, especially if you're flying a bomber or flying a prospector, for instance. Because if you have a rental ship, you can't actually change its loadout, because it's gonna appear in your vehicle loadout manager as locked, and for locked ships which you have currently spawned, for instance, you just can't change anything. However, this little trick gonna help you to change not just the loadout, but even refill your ammunition. So for instance, if you're flying a bomber and you need to refill your size 9 torpedoes, this is the way how you can do that, even you are far away from your home base. Now, the easy way to do that is just to open your Mobiglass, go to your vehicle loadout manager, and when you will see, or when you will wait a little bit, it will actually pop up the vehicle you are currently in. Now, if you wait and you not select anything, you will probably notice that the vehicle is completely unlocked. And as long as you're not selecting anything, you can just go to any kind of item which is in that vehicle, and you can swap it for anything else. So you can change your quantum drive while you are in your ship, if you forget to do so before you spawn that ship. Extremely useful, as I said, with the bombers. Now, tip number 7. Alright, this bug or feature has been in Star Citizen for a very long time, and everybody hoped that it's kind of gonna get fixed in a 3.11. It's made missiles completely broken. It's called a missile spam. A lot of players abusing it in a PvP. You can also use it in a PvE, and you know, it's just make it so extremely simple to destroy any other enemy ships. Missiles are kind of pretty cheap. So in order to pull that off, and if we're talking about a missile spam, what you need to do, you're just gonna need to repeatedly tap that missile lock button. And so in the default, it is the middle mouse button. And then once all these missiles are locked, you're just gonna release them all at once by pressing or holding that release button. In my case, it's a left alt. I don't know, I highly suggest like to map it on something else. I do not know if that's the must in a missile spam right now. A lot of people saying it is, but I always had releasing a missiles on a left alt. So if it's not gonna work with the default middle mouse button, that's definitely working on me. And as you can see, I'm just targeting this freelancer in front of me, and he's just gonna literally die within a couple of seconds. When it's locked, I'm just releasing about 4 missiles at once, and that's just completely destroy that freelancer and yeah, shoot it out of the sky. So bounty finished, couple of seconds. Tip number 8. Okay, quick disclaimer, this tip is actually not for everybody, unfortunately. However, if you are a proud owner of M50 or 85X, you are actually able to spawn these 2 ships in an outpost. Yeah, in that place where you can spawn your land vehicles. So if you do own these ships and you haven't tried yet, you can definitely do that. That's actually pretty good. Sometimes what's happened to me right now, especially in a 3.10.2, is that I land somewhere out of the landing pads, and yeah, all of a sudden the rest of the outposts just spawn, and I figured out I actually landed on a place where there should be a building, and there's no kind of placeholder, so my ship has been blown into the sky. It's happened to me a couple of times already, and I was not able to fly away from that place. And yeah, I haven't set any spawn point, so I would have to fly all the way back from Port Olizar. Well, this actually saved me my life and a lot of time, because I just spawned my M50 and flew straight away to the closest spaceport or space station, and then I was able to claim that previous or main ship. So extremely useful if you do own these 2 ships. Now, tip number 9. Okay, so this tip is going to be a big time saver, and bigger ship you have, more time you're going to save. It's extremely useful in the major landing zones, also rest stops, and now newly also at Grimhex. So what you're gonna do is that while you are in an elevator going all the way to your hangar, you're just gonna open your mobilize and the comms, and you're gonna hail the landing services, and they will start opening the hangar for you. So if you're flying a ship such as a Karak, where opening the hangar takes a lot of time, they will actually open it by the time you will make it to your seat and take off. So there will be no extra time needed. And if you just learn to do that consistently, and in the long run, you're gonna save yourself a lot of time. Now that's bringing us to the tip number 10. Alright, I kept this money making tip at the end, and I think this might be extremely useful not just for new players but also for players who playing Star Citizen for quite some time. And they might still not know about these, as I found out a couple of days ago. So these are called execution warrants, and they are available only around Hearthstone. Yes, there are 2 types of these. One can be found in a top channel and is not as generous as the one in a top personal. Also to mention that this mission is not always available, so you always have to just keep an eye on it time after time. Just take a look in the top personal, in top mercenary, if that mission is available in there. Be mindful that this mission is actually not illegal, so you're not gonna be getting any crime stat for that. However, you might still get some penalization in a form of reputation, as I've been completing these missions over and over again, and then I stopped seeing these delivery missions for now 8,000 UEC, so I definitely blame these. Now, these missions leveling up, so more you will be doing them, more you will get paid. So it starts on about 9,000 UEC, then the next level will be paying you in about 10,500 UEC, and the last level I've got was at about 12,000 UEC per mission. Sometimes I even get all these 3 missions available in the same time, so it's kind of gave me in about 30,000 UEC in less than 20 minutes, and I think that's actually a pretty good payout for really simple missions. So usually for that 9,000 UEC you're gonna be getting 2 Mustang Deltas, and they are easy to kill even in your starter ship. If you have Aura Emma or you do have Mustang Alpha, you will be still able to kind of pull that off very easily. Guys, thank you so much if you made it all the way here till the end of the video, and I have to say that I extremely appreciate all of your support, because to be honest, my mind is blown away. When I started my channel a couple of months ago and I had like 13 subscribers, I had no idea in the wildest dreams that I'm gonna get 1,000 subscribers. It was not even my goal. I just wanted to create a content, and wow, so I never even expected that I'm even gonna get something like a patrons who literally gonna be sending me money to support me financially while I'm creating this channel, and that's just mind-blowing. So guys, thank you so much Obler, Nifty Nathan, and everybody who supports the channel. Even my organizations were just showing up every single live stream, and you know, we're having a blast. So for that, guys, I actually prepared a giveaway, and you've probably already seen on my previous videos, this is the giveaway for a month, August. However, that also works for this video as well. So the only thing you need to do in order to participate in this giveaway, which is the Greycat ROC, you need to be subscribed to my channel publicly and also comment one of my videos below. It's that simple. However, guys, still, I want a genuine reaction, so it's also feedback for me. So if you do like the video, please just consider giving it a like. Also, if you think that I screw up something or you have some feedback which might help me to improve my videos in the future, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Also guys, if you did like that video, I want to see more like that or don't want to miss it, also consider hitting that subscribe button, and no matter if there is a giveaway or not. Guys, I've been another citizen. I'm extremely pumped about all the new features coming in a Star Citizen 3.11 and onwards. Also, I have a lot of new stuff prepared for this channel as it grows, and I will see you in a verse very soon.